From the New York Post, New York City High School principal Jody Cohen tears into parents after she was criticized for forcing students back into remote learning. Principal Cohen said in a Zoom meeting that, quote, I don't understand how people who never come to a Zoom meeting could take the opportunity to throw mud. She also stated that, quote, this is only for one night, talking about the migrants moving onto the campus. Cohen also went on to say that she was offended that people were saying that she did not care about her students. Okay, so first of all, this self-righteous bitch really believes in her heart that she's doing this because she's a good person. Like you're doing this for a paycheck, lady. I mean, you're just like everybody else in American society. It's probably because of commercials and the media. We like to believe that teachers and nurses and the members of the military, that they do this for free, that they do this because they're courageous, good people. And I mean, so to a degree, they are. But let's not pretend that they're not getting a paycheck and they're not getting great benefits for what they do. Come on, let's just be honest. And for the principal, she not only gets a paycheck, she gets something more important than that. She gets power over students. She gets power over what they get taught, what they learn, what they believe to a degree. But she also gets power over the parents, because a lot of parents, they really don't know how they can fight back against principals like this woman and teachers that really like to overextend their what they can do. A few years ago, I remember there was that teacher that I think it was it was in California somewhere. There was a teacher that they passed a law that they could no longer teach the trans education, or was it? It was something that they couldn't teach, something along the lines of what the left wants. And she was saying on TikTok that she was gonna do it regardless, that she didn't care what. And there's teachers like that. These people, they take full advantage of the power that they have. These principals, the teachers and administrators, they'll call CPS on you for how you discipline your kid, for what you teach your kid at home, for the amount of times that, my sister, my nieces, she likes to spend time with my nieces, on her days off from work. She likes to make sure that they're at home, and she takes them to the movies or takes them to SeaWorld or something. And that's what my sister and my brother-in-law like to do. And they've already been warned by the school, you need to start bringing your kids to school. Well, who the fuck are you? That's their kids. They don't belong to the school. And the principals and the teachers, they're like, oh, it's because we care about the education of the students. Bullshit. Get the fuck out. If the students don't show up to the school, guess what happens? The school doesn't get money from the government. That's why they do it. All right? My mom and dad, I went to court because of how much I missed school. I had to do community service because I was missing so much school. And I didn't like it. It was boring. I thought school was lame. I didn't like it. I thought they did a bad job of teaching. But is it a crime to skip school? Did I really have to do community service? Did my parents have to pay a fine just because I didn't want to go to class? It's ridiculous. It's dumb. But anyways, moving on. Apparently, Brooklyn College has a location on its campus that's designed for emergencies. It's designed to house a large number of people in case of an emergency. And they didn't do it. They put the migrants in the one location in New York that votes Republican. I wonder why. I wonder why they couldn't put them on the campus. Maybe it's because a lot of those students, they would be exposed to the realities of what's going on. Maybe that's why those students that tend to vote Democrat, maybe they didn't want to expose them to another one of their failed policies. Those students that are always being recruited to go protest for the left's ideology. A lot of them are pro-Palestinian protesters. A lot of them are pro-abortion protesters. So, I wonder why they didn't house those migrants there. But, we can't bother them. We can't bother those students that are basically already adults. And let me see, what else did I have here. I think that's about everything. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's about everything for this video. There's another thing that I wanted to point out about the VA. Oh, and this is the teacher, by the way. Oh shit, wrong picture. This is the teacher. In case you wanna, look her up on Twitter and give her a piece of your mind, or you wanna go and to the next parent-teacher conference and let her know what you think. But anyways, this is another video. I haven't really prepared for it, but the VA is being criticized for using their funds to take care of migrants in the border. When they're if you go on the military's website, they're gonna say, we're not taking care of you. We're not taking care of immigrants. But apparently it's been going on since like 2002, I'm sorry, that Customs and Border Security, or the Border Patrol, that they've been contracting the VA to, help them out, take care of these migrants. They come into the country, they have wounds, they're ill, they have injuries from crossing the border, and they're using their funds that should be going to veterans, and instead they're being used on illegal immigrants that are breaking the laws. Some of them might be criminals, but the military website says, no, we're not using it. Well, I mean, on a technicality, I guess you're not using it, but you're funneling the money. All right, you are using it. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.